Sorry in advance, and today I have another video for you. Actually, this is going to be another stream. This is going to be my part 2 of a new series that I started last week. Fortunately, last week I did kind of hit it a little bit close. I did make it an hour, a strong hour. So instead, we're going to be doing a little bit different today. We're going to be using Ash. Ash is my favorite Warframe. He's very, very fun to play. He's very, very easy to play. So I'm going to be using his good old stealth build, which is mainly going to be duration, a little bit of strength, and then I'm going to be using Seeking Shuriken. I'm using bigger instead of redirection or vitality. I just feel like that's a good idea for it. I don't know. I just like Ash like that. I'm going to be using the Vectis, which was his prime access weapon, and then Carrier was his other one, so there you go. And then Lex Prime, because that's my favorite secondary, paired with my favorite frame, and then Nikana, because that's my favorite melee, compared to my favorite frame. Build on the Vectis, it's going to be pretty basic crit build. It's going to be Serration, Split Chamber, Heavy Caliber, Point Strike. Then you got Vital Sense. I'm going to do Corrosive with the Infected Clip and Stormbringer. And then I do have a ribbon for this one. It's going to be plus Puncture, plus Toxin, which is going to increase that puncture damage, which is the main damage type on the Vectis Prime. And Toxin because, I mean, Corrosive just has to go through the roof. And then the only negative is that it has more weapon recoil, which isn't too bad. As far as the Lex goes, I'm going to be using a standard crit build for this as well. There's going to be Hornet Strike, the Lex Acricon, which this is a pretty decent ribbon for this type of for this type of weapon. It's going to be crit chance, crit damage. It's a Master Rank 15 ribbon, and yeah, 6 Forma to get this build, which is a lot. And then finally, we have a standard crit build for the good old Nikana Prime. We're going to be doing Pressure Point, Buzzkill for a little bit more slash and bleed damage. Then we have Blood Rush, Berserker, Life Strike. I don't know why I have Life Strike on there, but yeah, fuck it. I actually wouldn't mind doing something else instead of Life Strike. Like, potentially a Organ Shatter? Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. What? Did my stream die? Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Okay, my stream didn't die, but it says it did. It should be fine. So, we're going to be going to the Void, as I said. That's the Kuva Fortress. We're going to be going to the Void, and I believe Ani is the survival? It is. We're not going to do a public match, because that's a bad idea. We're going to be doing solo, as always, for this type of a mission, and my controller is being a dick. And... boom. There we go. So I'm not sure exactly how easy this is going to be because I don't really know. Alright, let's fucking get it, dude. It's been a while since I played Warframe. In fact, I really need to move my TV. Give me 1 second. If I fail this freaking hack because I'm moving my TV, I'm gonna be mega sad about it. Alright, so Ash, yeah, Ash is very simple. I'm using Zenuric, by the way, just because I like staying invisible all the time. God, I've been playing Warframe on PC quite a bit, so I'm not really used to this whole controller thing. There we go, and here we are. Oh, I am not used to frickin' console. It's been a very long time. As you can see though, the Vectis is a huge damage dealer. Like, I'm doing 26 to 70,000, like, dude. This gun's gonna be mega powerful for a very long time. And then obviously, like, endgame, you're only gonna be using the Nakana just because that's really all you can use in endgame anymore. Which is unfortunate. I wish melee wasn't as powerful as it is, but what can you do? Ooh, I don't have energy. So the build I have on carrier is actually pretty powerful as well, so I wouldn't be surprised if for the first like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, carrier gets quite a few kills. Because like my carrier does have a Forma in its weapon, as well as a couple other things. Like carrier's always been really powerful. I don't know how I like the Vectis though, because like while it's a strong weapon, it's a single shot weapon, which means you're not going to be getting too many kills with it. Minus it's a crit chance weapon, which is good. It's a high crit chance as well. Yeah, I'm not used to this whole PlayStation thing. Oh well, I'll get used to it. Ooh, guys got one of my favorite melee weapons, the machete. I'd say machete's probably my second favorite melee weapon. Not the machete, the Prisma Dual Cleavers, sorry. The machete's really bad, actually. I have a machete Wraith, but I haven't even put like any Forma into it just because it's that bad. But as you can see, like Ash is a pretty easy frame. You literally just go invisible, line up headshots for 25, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, however long you want to play. And like I said, the build I have is corrosive, which is going to end up stripping armor later in the game. It's probably not going to be too powerful right now, but it'll at least work. And the good thing with having a sniper rifle is you're pretty much never going to run out of ammo. If you do, you're a special child. Like, the only problem that I have with this is the fact that you're going to be running out of life support a lot faster. Because it's a single shot, so you're only going to be killing 2 enemies every, like, 3 seconds. So you might actually see me expend a life support capsule a little bit earlier on this run. But then, like, now that I have Zenuric going, this is where this starts to get fun with Ash. So, you have his shurikens, which are very, very powerful for the first, like, 30, 40 minutes. And, as you can see, it actually one-shots. Still. Well, obviously not still. I'm in the 3rd minute, so it's not that impressive. But, you get enough energy back from either A, the shurikens, or B, from just the Zenuric in general, that it doesn't really matter how many shurikens you use, because you're almost always going to get your energy back for it. And then the fact that you're invisible means you're pretty much never going to get hit. So for the first like 30, 40 minutes you can just throw shurikens. And Ash is a very, very strong frame for that. Like, he'll let you do this for quite a while, and then the thing is it also does quite a bit of bleed damage, so like right there. I'm gonna tick that guy to death probably. And I threw another one just because I had to. But like, you'll notice that it stripped the armor off of that heavy gunner almost immediately. Like if my Zenuric was just a little bit higher, I mean I'd be getting 5 energy back per second because I have my efficiency so high. It wouldn't matter anyway. Ash is probably my most versatile frame, which is why I use him a lot. Like I just love the kind of stealthy, kind of fast, quick abilities. Like I like any frame that's one is pretty powerful, just because I like being able to spam it, because most ones don't take much energy. So I like being able to just smash through ones left and right. Oh yeah, I forgot, I'm a prime frame too.
Life support incoming.
Prime frames in the void, that's something that hasn't really had too much of a show anymore. Like, one of the big things with prime frames back in the day was that they were prime, so these death orbs would give you energy. So that way you can grind for more primes, but obviously they changed that with the void update. Which that was kind of sad for me. I liked the fact that prime frames were better. Back in that time, and like, I still enjoyed playing other frames, but like, the fact that prime frames were better when you're grinding for prime parts is just so much better. And I mean, primes still have the death orb thing. It just means a lot less now. I don't know where that enemy was going. And as you can see, Lex is still fucking powerful as hell. This gun is probably always going to be one of our best weapons in the game. Just because it's such a high damage weapon. Its crit chance is ridiculous. I don't know if we'll ever see something this high again. Just because it is truly that good. And like, as you can see, melee Nikana is ridiculous. Always will be. This is probably one of the first weapons that we saw where we were like, holy shit, crit is amazing. And we didn't really, like, it only made it better once we got blood rush and body count and all of that. Like, Nikana is a weird gun, or weapon. It really is. It has next to no, like, fluid movement to it. I don't really know. Momentum. Has next to no momentum, which sucks, but whatever. Boo! I never really farmed the void when they changed the ferrite to drop here, so I don't actually have much, which is funny because everyone else has like close to 1 million. God, now I remember why I love the Nikana so much. I haven't used the Nikana in a while because of like leveling up other melee weapons. There's so many good melee weapons now that like you're constantly switching back and forth between them. And like, as you'll see, the shurikens are doing corrosive damage as well. The joys of having an Ash. And this is going to be a higher level survival, which kind of sucks, but the last survival that I did on this particular tile set, I did it with Ivara, and I made it 1 hour and like 40 minutes. Maybe it was a little bit over that. I think it was actually closer to 2 hours. So, I definitely have done a couple hours, or a few hour long runs on this tile set. I feel like the Void is probably the best for doing that, for some reason. Even if they have the highest level enemies. I think it just comes from how much time I have in the Void. Because, like, I've put a fuck ton of hours into the Void. Why don't I have energy for that? Whoop. I think there's a way that I can get health back without, like, actually having to get health. I don't remember. Because, like, I took Life Strike off my melee. I don't know if that was a good idea or not. But, always want more damage, am I right? I don't know why life support isn't dropping. It's kind of annoying. Because that's kind of like one of the things that you need a lot.
life support.
There we go. Now it's starting to pick up again. I kind of want life support to last me until about 40 minutes on this run. I feel like that's all the time that I would need. Maybe a little bit longer would be nice. Like, maybe close to an hour would be actually very nice. Close to an hour would be very nice, actually.
Another life support capsule is now available.
I wonder if I'll actually be able to finish this run too, because most of the hour-long runs that I do, I just go as long as I possibly can and then die out. But like most of these stealth frames, I don't really have to worry about it, because like nullifiers, for some reason, don't show up at all. Like if you're constantly invisible, I don't know why, but nullifiers don't show up, and it's weird. Or at least they didn't on my last run. Maybe it just bugged out for me, but it didn't on my last couple runs in the void, and I don't know if that's just me or what, but I thought it was kind of weird. God, the Nakana. I love you so much. Nakana will forever be my baby. Just because it slices through everything so easily. Oh, Ash, I love you. Like, Ash is just such a stealthy frame. It's ridiculous. Get back here. That's Naramon, isn't it? Yeah. Another thing that's nice for Ash is the fact that when those little flying fucks are around, you just use as one and it kills them. Pretty late game too, actually. Eventually it becomes a two-shot, but pretty late game they actually are able to be destroyed in one shot. Just very, very nice. What's up, buddy? You too? Like, I'm not sure exactly what it is. I'm assuming it's just the stealth multiplier that makes these stealth frames so damn good, but like, stealth frames are the frickin' best. Or at least they are for me. Like, I know some people like the super tanky frames, and some people like other frames like that, but I've always been a huge sucker for the stealth frames. They just feel really nice. They're very easy to play. You don't really have to worry about anything just because you're constantly invisible. Like, obviously, once you run out of energy, and if you start having problems like that, you're gonna be fucked. Void survivals? Oh, they're so easy. Because nothing gets alerted to you, really. You're just kind of chilling. And I've done a few hour-long runs with Ash now. Like, this is probably my third or fourth hour-long run with Ash. He's just so enjoyable for me. Obviously, like, his 4 is probably going to be what you're going to want to mod for, but, like, for me, I don't like building for it. Personally, it just feels like it's too slow. Why am I getting intoxicated by that bitch? Why did my life support just drop drastically, too? That's kind of annoying.
We will all share in this bounty. Hold out as long as you can.
Literally, like, my life support plummeted in the last couple minutes. Like, I don't know how life support works, really. Because, like, you go from 100 to 0 and, like, nothing. I feel like the heavier units actually take a little bit more life support, or have a higher chance of dropping it. I think it might literally just be a thing of how fast can you kill.
Attack us, we will counter.
Also, carrier or anything with vacuum is very important. I would never use a dog for an hour-long run, especially if you're going to be stealth-based. Another thing is Ash's smokescreen actually disorients enemies when you go invisible near them. So if you're in a load of trouble, you can actually pop your invisibility, and all the enemies will kind of get stunned a little bit, which is very, very nice. At least I'm starting to finally get used to controller again. I've been playing Rainbow Six Siege on the PC for a few days now. Getting a little bit better at it. Thing is, I've always been a console gamer, like pretty much for life. So it's really weird trying to switch over to PC and do good on it. I'm just not used to any of the controls, and it's weird to me. That's another toxic ancient. That's getting annoying. I don't know how life support's getting this damn low already. Like, it wasn't with Ivara. Okay, and then it shoots up like 10. Okay, you all need to die. Like, I don't know why life support is constantly dropping so damn low and then shooting back up. Like, there's so few enemies in this tile set, and it's really annoying. I honestly think it's just the room that I'm in is kind of bad. I mean, it's starting to pick up. Spawns are getting a little bit better. But even still, I'm killing faster than they can actually run in the room. Everything's starting to get a little bit more health. Nothing's really strong enough to actually worry about yet. Like, I'm not going to start panicking up until, like, probably towards the end. Like, there we go. Now life support's starting to go back up. Like, as you can see, like, the armor strip is perfect. Like, that's honestly what you need for high-level void runs, is literally just stealth and armor strip. And the fact that Ash does both is really nice. If you wanted to, you could switch it to corrosive projection on his aura slot. I think that might be what I have. I'm not entirely sure. Might be. I don't remember. We can look at it when I'm out of this run. But we're 20 minutes there. We're a third of the way. I'm still kind of worried about life support, but it should be fine. I think what I might do is I might grab an early, like, cache. Yeah, I think I'm going to grab an early one, actually, because I don't want to stay in this room anyway. So I'm going to grab an early one. That'll just get another life support pod in the area, which will be nice. That's what I want. I want something in a different room, something that's easier spawns. you can see, though, I got that shuriken game on point. I don't know, actually. Life support might not pick up. I just don't know why life support isn't really helping this time around. Like, for some reason, when I did that run with Ivara, it was pretty much exactly like this. Just me melee killing everything for, like, 3 hours. And I was getting enough life support to sustain myself, but, like, this run I'm not. And it's just annoying, really. That's a toxic ancient where. No? No toxic ancient? Okay. I thought I did hear one. Maybe that was that electrical dude. What? That didn't kill you? Ooh, getting in that red crit territory. Gotta love them red crits with the freaking Nikana. They're so good. They do so much damage with the Nikana, too. Like, Nikana is one of them endgame weapons that's probably gonna be endgame for a very long time. That or until they release something that's so overpowered we can't not use it. There we go, red crits every day, baby. I'm telling you, taking out those drones is probably the most useful thing with Ashe. Shotgunners are going to be a problem later on. Always are in the Void. Eventually they're going to be able to one-shot me, and that's not going to be fun. Enemy level's still only about 33, so we're not very far past 20 minutes, I don't think. No, we're not. 22 minutes, so... We still have a little bit until the enemies actually start to really skyrocket in level. Which means I probably, honestly, didn't really have to be invisible for all of this, but... fuck it. Zanurik is gonna give me enough energy anyway. Yeah, you're gonna get destroyed. Like, he's gonna be my favorite frame for probably a while now. And I don't know why, but he never really was my favorite up until the Prime Access for Oberyn. As soon as Ashe was leaving, I was like, as soon as Ashe was leaving, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna pick up my Ashe and see how he is. Get an actual build for him that's good and something that I enjoy with Ashe, and I did. I have a couple different builds for him. I have this build that I'm using in this run. I also have another build that's exactly the same, but that I use more for when I'm playing with other people. That build actually changes the augment mod. I still use one of his augment mods, but instead of using Seeking Shuriken, I actually switch it to Smoke Shadow, or not Smoke Shadow, Smoke Shield, I don't remember what it's called. It's his augment where you can make other friendlies invisible. I find that that's a nicer augment to use when you're playing with a team, just because team generally likes supporting. And anything support that you can add to a frame that's already good is going to be flawless. Like, anyone's going to love that in their team. So the fact that you have an AoE invisibility is very nice. Like, obviously, my throwaway stat is range, which means not too many people are actually going to be able to get the invisibility, but, like, right off the start, they can, and every once in a while when they run towards you, or, like, if it's a defense mission. And really all I use Ashe for is endless missions as well, just because he does scale so well. I don't really use him for spy missions. I feel like Limbo and Loki are better for that. Limbo for Moon, and then Loki for everything else. Like, I just enjoy the frames that I use, and they're fun. So, yeah. I think Loki's better for spies. Ash is better for endurance. That's the gist of the two stealth frames in this game. Or at least the two main stealth frames in this game. Oh yeah, I want to change rooms because this is really starting to annoy the shit out of me. The spawns in this room are fucking awful. Are you really gonna do this? Oh, actually, even just moving up in this hallway helped a little bit. So, like, I'm still trying to figure out my PC kind of Warframe setup. I wish that you could transfer accounts from PC to PlayStation. That would be freaking amazing. Minus then you get to see my shitty PlayStation play, or my shitty PC gameplay a little bit faster. But like, this is a build that's gonna probably be my favorite even once I get on PC. Like, the fact of just instantly being able to go in and have fun is something that I like. And that's what I like about my PlayStation account. The fact that I am so built and really can do whatever I want, and I have enough platinum built up to the point that I don't really have to worry about anything. If I want something, I can just buy it because I have that much platinum saved up. Like, that's what Warframe is for me, is finally being endgame and being able to do whatever it is I want to do, rather than conform to what the game wants me to do and only do the star chart or whatever. Because, like, I was lucky enough to be at a time where the star chart really wasn't a thing. So, like, I have all of the missions leveled up, and I don't really have to do any of the junctions in order to have everything. So, Warframe for me is having fun, doing endless missions, making videos that are stupid and pointless, just because I can. I wonder how my other weapons are holding up at this point. I should probably check, but I haven't had the time, or I haven't really cared to. Oh my god. Lex Prime is still bae. Lex Prime probably always will be bae. Like, Lex Prime is such a solid hand cannon, it's ridiculous. Oh no, did I lose my melee? I did. Rip the dream. What? I hit enemies all the way over there? Okay, no, you're gonna die before you get away. Can I not do that, please? Thank you. Telling you, man, life support is being a dick right now. I should probably go invisible for the toxic agent saves me. There he is. Hey, buddy. Oh, you did see me. Oh, well. There's one annoying thing about every single tile set. This one just happens to be the toxic agents. Fuck you, dude. Oh, all those bleed procs. All those bleed procs.
The more successful we will be.
Like, you don't even need to get all those bleed procs, it's just funny.
Life support activated.
I was gonna say, like, if I shoot up to 100% after this, I'm gonna be pissed. No, but I did get pretty damn close. I need to go elsewhere because this room is fucking awful. Seriously not gonna kill that thing? Come on. There we go. I might just become hallway hero, actually. That's what I always like to do. Just become hallway hero. It works very well.
Life support on the way.
Like, literally half of this strategy is just removing armor. Like, that's the cute thing about Ash. Funny enough, actually, my main character on Rainbow Six Siege is Ash as well.
We have to win this.
Like, it just seems silly that every game I play, my main is turning into Ash. Are this fucking Droney McDrone fucks gonna go away? Because they're getting annoying. Ship. Why are you shooting me? Come on, calm down. You know, one thing I still haven't unlocked is the simulacrum. Like, it's taken me months to... Yeah. Okay. I'm starting to panic when I come on invisible, because that's the one thing with Ash that's kind of weird, is that, like, his invisibility takes a very long time to stop being invisible. Like, one thing I wouldn't mind trying is actually getting a Loki build. Like, I might actually, that might be my next frame that I start building and actually start to get a correct build for. Is a Loki, just because I do like stealth frames, and I don't really have a Loki build yet. Deadeye, I don't think I have that yet. Might be a new one. Because I do know that they released a couple new Nightmare mods not long ago that I never really saw and don't really know what they are. I'm gonna go pick up these last couple life support things because I don't think I'm ever gonna come back to this room just because it's such a bad room. Another good ability for Ash late game is his switch teleport. Or not his switch teleport, but his teleport. You do this, and then you can finish or attack people. It's a strong ability that you're never gonna use. Unfortunately, it's just too slow. It's a very strong ability, don't get me wrong. It's just, it's a little bit too slow. Enemies are level 60 now. We're starting to get up there. I think they hit level 100 around an hour, if not a little bit before. So we're keeping pace. We're about halfway there. Halfway to the danger zone. We have no downs, it's just about what I was expecting at this point. I expected to be a little bit higher on health though. I didn't really expect to have any health gone at this point. Just because I am using a stealth frame. Most stealth frames I don't really have to worry about health until it's a big problem. Like with the Ivara, I would just instantly... We'll just blast through all of these shurikens. See, it's like moments like that. Like, you come out of your shield and you just take so much damage instantly. Like, I would love to be able to keep my health up, but I just don't have enough, like... Ash just doesn't have a high enough health pool. Especially since I don't use Vitality, I use Vigor. It's gonna be nice when Prime Vigor comes out, but like I'm a long way away from that. Especially since I just started playing really, or I just started like going for the login bonuses every day. So like I don't even think I'm to this. I'm not even to the first weapon. I don't think. Or no, I am to the first weapon. That's the pistol. I don't have the second weapon. I mean shit. I don't even have Prime Fury yet. So obviously you can tell I'm a little bit far behind. Why am I getting shocked? So the nice thing with Ashe as well is like the fact that I have over 1,000 shield. Like that's very nice. Or not over 1,000 shield, over 1,000 health. Like, obviously there are some frames in the game that have a little bit more, like Frost. Frost is a very tanky frame, especially if you get a little bit of armor into him. I don't know why they're attacking each other. It's not like I have radiation procs on anyone. This is starting to get a little bit easier. This room's a little bit better than the other one. Alright, let's see how the Vectis is holding up. Oh! I was not expecting that to be a one-shot. I don't know why I was expecting that one to be a one-shot. And it is literally a sniper rifle. The recoil is a little bit nuts with this Riven, but it's not enough to where you can't control it. Like, honestly, the melee weapons are just so much better. Okay, yep, you guys all need to die. That's an energy leech. So that was my own dumbass fall right there. That's why I took so much health damage. Like, because of that mistake, I might have to use a down earlier than I want to. Jesus, what has so much health right there? I'll be honest, actually, the Vectis has a lot more power to it than I thought it would. I'm rather enjoying this Vectis a lot. I might go down here.
Hold out as long as you can.
Yeah, this Vectis is powerful. Like, really powerful. I mean, what can you say? He is our main stealth frame, so. Or I mean, he was the one that was introduced with this sniper rifle, so what can you say? Ash is a marksman by heart. What the fuck? Thank you. I couldn't tell if that was just my potato aim or what, but that was awful. Yeah, I'm liking this Vectis. Like it's takes a lot of focus, as you can tell, because I'm not talking at all.
Extraction is your best option.
But I'm really, really enjoying this.
You are running out of time. Consider
Yes, Lotus, I know. Don't worry, pretty young thing. I am fine. I have a lot of life support right in front of me, which I am working my way towards. Happy? Probably not.
My warframe is strong.
Ooh, it's starting to be a two-shot. I give this thing a lot of credit, though. That lasted a long time. Like, this little thing has some power to it. My God. Like, I've always been a fan of the Vectis series, I'll be honest. But like, my God, this thing is powerful. God damn it. How many ancients are there gonna be? Funny enough, actually, I feel like the Lex fell off a little bit faster. Which is weird, because I put so much work into my Lex. But it's just like the fact that the Lex is a two-shot over the Vectis being a one-shot, which is just confusing me. And obviously this gun has a lot more spammability than the other one. And that corrosive proc just eats through it. I don't know, is my carrier gonna pick me up here or no? Probably not, it usually doesn't.
The longer you fight, the more successful we will be.
Come on, carrier.
Life support on the way.
I kind of thought that would happen. As much as I like the Savior perk, I feel like it doesn't really work.
Additional life support has arrived.
I don't know how I feel about the Lex, actually, because, like, there's times where it just shreds through things, and then there's other times where it does, like, no damage. Are you kidding me? I'm invisible. And, like, obviously the Lex is gonna be generally better than my primary, just because it has two kind of split chamber perks. Or split chamber-esque perks. I don't know, I'm liking the Lex actually. The Lex is doing a solid amount of damage. Especially considering that the enemy levels are starting to get up there.
Tenno, prepare for life support.
Holy crap.
Another life support capsule is now available.
I'm taking like 8 truckloads of damage as soon as I come out of my invisibility. Like, I'm just gonna go on the record and say it's my weapons on this run. I don't feel like I have any problem with Ashe. I feel like it's the weapons aren't killing fast enough, and I feel like that's a problem. I'd something like a crit-based. So overall, I don't know. I feel like Ashe is falling off a little bit as far as skill goes, but really it's the invisibility that you care about. It's his invisibility and his armor stripping, and he's doing both magnificently even this late. So I don't feel like it's a problem with Ashe. I feel like it's a problem with the weapons that I brought. All of them are powerful enough. It's the armor. If you're not focusing 100% on getting Ashe as powerful as possible and keeping him at his top, I feel like you're just going to struggle anyway. And, like, I mean, you can still do some work, as you can see. Like, his shurikens do a lot of damage still, which is funny, because they shouldn't. His switch teleport's probably still a one-shot. I haven't checked yet. I probably won't. Just because I don't like that ability. I feel like it's not his bread and butter. I feel like that's not what you should build for. The Lex, obviously, you can tell the corrosive is doing something pretty damn strong, actually. The headshot bonuses on this thing are ridiculous. And honestly, most of it just comes from the fact that my crit chance and crit damage are so fucking high. Like, I have a crit chance, crit damage Riven. I think I'm gonna try and get my melee counter up a little bit. See how my Nikana's doing at this time. Seems to do pretty good. What? I wasn't paying attention to life support. Yay me. Okay, well, here's the general gist of it. Nikana's still extremely strong. It's always going to be because it's the melee. Everything else is doing pretty strong as well. I'm obviously going to try another run just to get an hour-long run in, but if this is the run, then hey, there's after an hour, or after 50 minutes. There's after 50 minutes for you. Ugh, God. Strong frame, always will be my favorite. Unfortunately, it just came down to life support thing. I easily would have gotten it. I think everyone can tell that, but yeah. So basically, it was just a problem of the life support, and I wasn't paying attention. But Ash can easily go an hour. Easily. That was probably one of the big telltale signs that I could easily do an hour. And I don't know. I feel like Ash is one of the stronger frames in the game. I feel like you guys should all give him a try because he can do some things that a lot of frames can't. He has very good stealth. He has very good damage. He has incredible armor stripping. When you're playing with a team, he's got team invisibility, and he's just he's such a fun frame. I love it. Like, I don't know. Ash is just. Oh, Ash is my favorite. Oh, I did have a health restore thing, even if it is a small. Well, I'll remember that for next time, I guess. So, right there. So anyway, yeah, it's pretty decent. I wouldn't change any of the builds at all, which is pretty funny because I changed who was it last? Oberon. I changed Oberon's build a little bit. I wanted to put that new Syndicate mod on instead of what he has, but there we have it, everybody. That was kind of after an hour. I mean, it was about an hour long. I mean, enemies that you're going to be facing at that level are going to be around 20 to 30 levels higher than what they were, and nothing's really going to change at that point. So, yeah, there's an hour long run. I didn't quite do it because I ran out of life support like a dingus, but give the Vectus a try. It was very strong. Give the Lex a try. That was very strong. Nikana always will be strong. And Ash Prime is my favorite, so I'm always going to say something about Ash. But there we have it, everybody. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one, which might actually be happening a lot sooner than you think, so we'll see. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.